We have some breaking news. The Minnesota Vikings have made a trade, which, hey, it must be the day for trades. We've seen Devontae Adams go to the Jets. We've seen Amari Cooper go to the Bills, but now the Minnesota Vikings are acquiring, per Tom Pelissero, the Texans actually, are sending running back Cam Akers to the Minnesota Vikings. Sources say Houston gets a 2026 conditional sixth-round pick in exchange for Akers and a 2026 conditional seventh-round pick. It's a reunion for Akers in Minnesota, who was also traded to the Minnesota Vikings last season. So we've had him now twice on the Minnesota Vikings, which is fantastic. I've wanted Akers back on the roster this season. At some point, we saw the early report during this offseason on ESPN Transaction Wire, where it said he was in for pending a physical. He was going to sign with the Vikings, and then he ends up signing with the Texans. Don't know what happened there. He played really well for the Houston Texans, but in the end, he ends up back in Minnesota. And Tom Pelissero also said that the Vikings trade for Cam Akers isn't a reflection of any long-term concerns with running back Aaron Jones, who could play Sunday. Just another quality running back who knows the system, going back to his days with Kevin O'Connell in LA. I would like to disagree a little bit with Tom Pelissero there. I do believe it is a reflection of the long-term concerns with running back Aaron Jones, because he does have an injury history. He was already hurt this season with a little hip injury, right? He was listed as week to week. In years past, he had these hamstring injuries as well, missing multiple games throughout a couple of the last at least 2 seasons from recent memory or something like that. So this was an addition, just because we are concerned if Aaron Jones gets hurt again. Who are we going to turn to? Is it going to be Ty Chandler? It would have to be, but we also knew we needed some running back depth, and Cam Akers is that man. Headed back to Minnesota. This is now the second time he's been traded to us. He played really well before he tore his Achilles last season, which is very, very unfortunate. But at the same time, we get him back in the same system that he was used to in LA and back with Minnesota last year. So I'm hoping for. I don't think he's going to start this week. There's a chance he could play, but at the same time, I would expect him maybe to see more reps during the Los Angeles Rams game, which is a week from Sunday. So week 8, which is when we could expect Cam Akers to maybe hit the field. He could hit the field this week, being that he already has been in the system. But Minnesota Vikings acquire Houston Texans running back Cam Akers to add some more running back depth in the concern of a potential another injury happening to Aaron Jones. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And also, don't forget to drop a like and hit that link in the description if you want one of these backlit LED Minnesota Viking 3D logos, and use promo code VS30 for $30 off your purchase. Have a great rest of your day, folks, and Skull Vikes.